Hello everyone, how are you doing today? This month we are learning about life cycles and the rainforests and insects, but I'm going to show you a little bit of the life cycle of a flower. So, first we will learn the flower parts. If you can see here, these yellow parts are all called the stamens, S-T-A-M-E-N-S. This is usually where you would have the pollen, and a bee would fly to another flower and help it get fertilized. So this, in the middle, you can see here's not a real flower, but if you look at every flower, you'll see it. You'll have the stamens on the outside, and then in the middle, you have a tall thing, which would be called the pistil. So when you get some of the pollen onto the pistil, it will go all the way down that tube and help either make a seed or a fruit. This part here is called the calyx. And the calyx is this part here of the flower, and that is where the seed or the fruit would be. And then these parts here, this red part, is called the petals. And if you look at your flowers, they should start coming out. Usually petals will have little lines to help the insect get in there. And then this is everything together, and that is called a flower. So what would happen is, say, a hummingbird or a bee or whatever will come in, and inside here usually is the nectar, which the bee would turn into honey. So they would come in and they see all the lines leading down to the middle of the flower, and they come in, and when they come in, they get pollen all over themselves, and then they can fly to another flower and mix the pollen up. Because if you even look at a cutie or an apple, you can always tell where the stem was, and then this side would be where the flower had been, and it had to get pollinated to grow into a cutie. And so here's your review: the stamens, the pistil, the calyx, the petals, and the flower. You can cut it off. Yeah.